for just a split second.
Joining us now is the city manager for the city of Jackson, Jonathan Greene. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
I'm great. Good to see you.
Good
How
to
are
see
you guys?
Really good.
Is the power back on?
Not yet. We're working on it. I just left City Hall. The boys are toiling away in the basement, trying to make it happen.
What happened?
It seems, well, I can tell you what the result was. Whatever happened, it resulted in the burning up of our water pumps that pump water throughout City Hall. So that means we lost our bathrooms, we lost our faucets, sinks, drinking fountains, like right off the bat. It's not like a house where in the city where you lose power, we still have pressure in the system, and there's just limited fixtures in your house, and everything keep going. In a big building like City Hall, immediately we couldn't turn on a faucet and flush a toilet.
So it's very simple running a city, is what you're saying.
Super simple. As soon as I'm done fixing this, I'm going right out. I'm patching potholes.
Yeah, I love that.
Pulling the shift on police. Yeah, we're doing it all.
What's new across the street? What's exciting?
What's new across the street over at City Hall?
City Hall, yeah.
Oh, I mean, we're in the throes of our budget season. May is a big month for us. We have to approve our budget by our ordinance. I think is the correct law. There's so many different laws. To your point, super easy running a city. I can keep all the dates and timelines in my head without having to write anything down. We'll approve our budget this month. I'm really happy with the city's budget. We're in a good financial position. We have a healthy fund balance. The millage rate in the city is going down by 0.7 mils, so some relief for our taxpayers. We're funding all of our critical activities, the big five: police, fire, water, sewer, roads, as best we can, chasing all the grant money that's still out there beginning to dry up, or not beginning to dry up, but in the middle of drying up when it comes to the infrastructure dollars. So really happy with what we've been able to earn over the years through grants and loans for the city and its residents, but just I'll be happy when May's done. We've had a budget workshop, a budget hearing, our two meetings. I'll be happy when June hits and we can take a little break.
Earlier this month, Bart and I had a chance to visit the fire station number 2, which is cool, and that really is a benefit to city residents and Summit residents.
Yeah, I'm so happy with that with that station being stood up again. And initially we did it for COVID. It was the COVID squad down there. It's funny to talk about 2020 now, 5 years, and to think about all the decisions that we made and all the ways we were thinking. But one thing that was very important for us at the time, we didn't know much, but we knew it was contagious. So we knew separation was the main thing. So starting that up way back then and continuing that has been a major improvement for the city. And to your point, our partners in Summit, we're happy to be able to work with them and cover the Vandercook area of Summit Township and respond to all the residents. When you call 911 and you need the fire department there, you're not thinking about an arbitrary geographic line on a map. Those lines, there's not a wall, so there's no lines that go across places. It just matters that someone's there.
Everybody, when our washer started smoking,
Bart.
Everyone came. The Summit, Black.
It's like a big party.
Yeah, it was.
At least wanted to be on TV.
Yeah, they
get an autograph.
We can squeeze all that into the budget. If you had go ahead.
No. I was going to say, one thing I noticed at the fire station too, they have 3 big refrigerators in the kitchen, and there's a padlock on one of them.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, is there do we have a problem firefighter who's...
Well, there's usually padlocks on 2 of them because the shift that's working. So we don't have a problem with firefighters, but there's definitely not a problem with firefighters, guys. I'm looking at you, like you guys are awesome. But they're, I think historically and culturally, they're territorial over their food, so they all kick in for their food. The shift food, and so it's just to make sure everything's separate, make sure,
The reason is, Bart,
who used the left.
I get it.
The reason is because you and I were there, and we were going to open the fridge.
Right?
And we probably would have, if there was a Diet Coke or something, and it was, Alex Watson's, we probably would have taken it.
No, I appreciate those guys so much.
Yeah,
I'm so glad
awesome.
they're down there in the neighborhood, providing the service.
Oh yeah, we have awesome firefighting teams in our community. We have a new developer interested in Jackson, Collier Gibson. They're buying the Hayes, and I hear they're buying up some other stuff.
Yeah, they've got an offer into the city to buy our old incubator building on Jackson Street, 414 North Jackson. It's just a a very good opportunity for both parties, I'd say. That's been a building that I've looked at since I've become manager and wondered, what are we going to do with this, because it needs so much work, and what we're using it for doesn't make sense to put any money into it.
Such a large footprint.
Huge footprint, huge, and a roof that seems to go on for days because of the way it was constructed in a sawtooth style. It's like, that's a lot of shingles. So happy that they put an offer in. They're doing their due diligence right now to figure out if it makes some monetary sense. Their ideas for it seem to make sense for what they're doing in Jackson. They want to do some storage there for Hayes residents, and then use it initially as a laydown area for construction materials and things like that.
Nice.
Yeah. Right now, in the period of time of life, the economy the way it is in building materials, it's about buying what you can now, holding on to it, and it's kind of like buying stocks and dollar cost averaging. Yes, the stock might have gone up, but if you can keep all your costs kind of under control.
I know, it's wild.
It is wild.
When do you think there's going to actually be some construction activity on the Hayes?
Ooh, I don't want to answer that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard for me to say. I do know that they're working hard right now. They have leases signed and firmed up with people on the first floors, and then continuing conversations with some locals here to take up space in the Hayes, which I think has always been the dream of people locally, to be a part of the redevelopment in some way, be in there, lease space, have an office. So that's exciting. But I do know they have some leases signed and are able to move forward.
Yeah, I talked to the restaurant developer that they have. They've already toured the building. They've built. They've drawn out the sketches of what it's going to look like, and they're pretty excited.
Yeah, exciting times for sure. And if you look back at the developments we've had over the last 15 or so years to see where we are now, it's amazing. Every time I come down Jackson Street, I remember the ribbon cuttings when that entire block was vacant, and now with the residences and the 200, it's amazing.
Yeah, who would have thought, as we were all like standing in those big parking lots waiting for like that building to fall down because of the problem that they had way back in the day, watching them like try to pull that building down, and now it's just crazy over there.
If you had a magic wand and could make one improvement to the city, what would it be?
Here we go. Thanks for grooving this one. 80, it's roads.
I knew it. A little softball.
Yeah, I mean, roads. It's the topic on everybody's mind, and it's not just Jackson. We're here every day, so we think our roads, and only our roads are terrible, but you drive anywhere. They're terrible. So if I could have a magic wand and make one improvement, it'd be that. But it'd be like a really extensive wish. I'd be like, wish to have them redone and then properly maintained and paid for over years.
Long-term wish.
Never doing this. It's like the longest wish ever. So.
Well, we are seeing a lot of work right now. We've got a lot of road projects, the MLK corridor, that'll be all new from.
It will be, and you guys are familiar with our Dig Downtown Jackson project, so you know kind of how the city views these things, and we think this is going to be a great catalyst for redevelopment there.
Well, we appreciate all the updates. Thanks for coming in today.
Hey, you're welcome.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Good luck with your electrical problems. City Manager Jonathan Greene. More of the morning show after this.